Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about real numbers. Real numbers are uh, numbers. Any numbers we can call real number. So we have many types of numbers. For example, positive numbers like 9, negative numbers, -5, 0 and 4 over 3, fractional numbers and 0.666 etc. decimal numbers and 28.21 it's also decimal number, but this decimal it's different from the previous one 0.666 etc. that is repeating decimal, and this one is terminating decimal. And radical numbers like square root of 2, cube root of -32 and pi. So everything we called in general real number. We have categories of real numbers. So the first category of real number is natural or counting number. It is denoted by n and the number having only positive values. It starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and etc. The second category is whole number and it denoted as W. Here also we have positive numbers but it starts from 0. The next category is integer. It denoted as Z, and here we have all whole numbers. So all whole numbers are called integers also, and negative numbers also included in the set. -1, -2, -3 and etc. And the next one, fourth category, the name is rational number and it is denoted by Q. Rational number means the number can be expressed as a fraction. Any number if you can written as a fraction, it is called rational number. So if you consider any natural number or whole number or integer, everything we can express as a fraction. So in the integer set, we have all whole number and natural numbers, everything included in the integer. So all integers are rational. For example, 2 can be written as 2 divided by 1, or otherwise we can express 4 divided by 2 or 6 divided by 3, 8 divided by 4, like many ways we can express. In similar way, we can take any other number in the integer set that can be written as a fraction. So that we can say all the integers are rational. Then what is the difference between the rational and integers? Integers we do not have negative fractions and decimals, but here we have all decimals and fractions. And decimals we have terminating and repeating decimals. Terminating means the decimal end, we have an end, but repeating, the number repeated with the same number, it is continuing. So these type of number, everything in the set we call rational. And irrational number. Irrational numbers are different from the rational set. The number cannot be written as a fraction. We cannot written as a fraction, we called irrational. And it is denoted as I. And here we have some example. Pi is an irrational number. Square root of 5 is an irrational. Cube root of 7 is an irrational number. So totally we have 5 categories for real numbers. Next, some types of numbers. Odd numbers or integers not divisible by 2. So example 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and etc. Even the negative numbers also we consider. And even numbers also integers divisible by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and etc. Even negative numbers also we have to consider here. And prime numbers, a number is the prime number is a number that has exactly two factors. It can be evenly divided by only itself and 1. So when you talk about the factors of numbers, so factors of 1 is 1 only, and the factors of 2 is 1 and 2. Factors of 3 is 1 and 3. Factors of 4, that is 1, 2, 4. So factors means the number which can be divided by this. So 5 is 1 and 5. Like we can get many things. So here the numbers having exactly two factors. So number 2 is having only two factors. Number 3 is having two factors. Number 5 is having two factors. So 2, 3, 5 are prime numbers. So here look at the set 2, 3, 5, and we have 7, like 11, 13, 17, and etc. And the only even prime is 2. And composite number having more than two factors. So here 4 is a composite number because it has three factors, 1, 2, 4. So totally 3 factors. And 6 is a composite number because factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So these are the factors of 6. So 6 is a composite number. Composite number means it has more than two factors. And in this case, we do not consider 0 and 1 because it's not a prime and composite number. Then we talk about perfect squares and perfect cubes. So perfect here, the red color numbers are perfect squares. So square means the number raised to the power 2. 1 multiply 2 times. 1 times 1 will be 1. 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 3, 9. 4 times 4, 16, like that. So we have to remember all the perfect square, at least from 1 to 15. And cube means 1 raised to the power 3. 1 cube. That means 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1. It is 1. And 2 cube is 8. 3 cube is 3 times 3 times 3 will be 27. And 4 cube is 64. 5 cube is 125. So at least we have to remember the first 5 perfect cubes. Next we talk about properties of basic operations, and we are looking for addition and multiplication here. The first property name is commutative property. Commutative means order doesn't make any difference. So when you change the order of the number, the answer will be the same. See, a plus b equal to b plus a. For example, 2 plus 3 gives 5. On the other side, we have to write 3 first. 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 also gives 5. So if I'm changing the order, but the answer will be the same. So this is commutative property, and it is true for multiplication also. Instead of plus, we can replace times. A times b equal to b times a. And same thing we can apply. 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And of course 2 times 4 also 8. 2 times 4 is 8. So there's no matter to change the order under multiplication and addition. The next property name is associative. Associative means grouping doesn't make any difference. So when you change the grouping of an expression, the answer remains equal. See, first on the left side, A and B are grouping. On the right side, B and C are grouping. But the answer will not be changed. If you take any number, say 1 plus 2 plus 5. So the answer is 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 5, 8. Okay, now on the other side, we have to change the grouping. 1 plus, we need to group 2 and 5. So 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So, and this is for multiplication also, it is true. And you can check with numbers, any numbers. A times B group times C is A times B times C group. Next property name is identity property, which means A plus 0 is A. When you add any number by 0, it gives the same number. For example, 3 plus 0 is 3. Because why? 0 is identity number of addition. And same like for multiplication, here we have to do times. So 3 times 1 gives 3. So here 1 is a multiplication number, identity number of multiplication. And inverse property, the number and the inverse under the operation will give an identity number. Okay, 4 plus, and what is inverse of 4? Negative 4. So under the addition, the inverse of the number in the opposite sign. So 4 plus negative 4 gives 0. But under multiplication, the inverse of the number will be the reciprocal of the number. So what is reciprocal of 5? 1 over 5. When you multiply the number and the inverse of the number should give the identity number of multiplication. Then the next property is distributive property, and this property is combined property. We have here times and plus together. So distributive means the number outside the bracket distribute to inside. So A distribute to B and C. So we can keep AB times AC, and in the middle we have to maintain the plus symbol. So AB plus AC. So this is called distributive property.